Hello, Tom. Can you briefly introduce yourself? Tell us what is it that you do and your area of expertise.
My name is Tom Blackwell. I'm the CEO of the consultancy EM, which does investor relations and financial PR consultants. So we work with companies that are preparing to go to the capital markets in an IPO situation, or companies that have already done it, or doing M&A, and so on and so forth.
Okay, thanks. Tom, what is your opinion on issues and problems in terms of financing small and medium enterprises in Russia and globally? Do you see any growth drivers for this market?
In the long term, absolutely yes. I would separate Russia from globally because there is different issues there. I think in Russia, which is where I spend most of my time, I think the problem is that financing for everyone, not just SMEs, has become more difficult to access, more expensive to access. So public markets have been harder to get to, and private equity has been slower, and so therefore all of the availability of finance has become harder, and above all for SMEs. On the other hand, the good news is that I think that everyone, when they look at Russia, they understand that generally this is a market that long term is a fantastic place. It is going to grow. Yes, we have issues right now, but they will eventually come to an end. And this place is going to start to get back to the kind of interesting emerging markets growth like we see in China and other places. And SMEs is a big opportunity. You're not going to make the big money in the big names that you've already understood. So if you have an ability to actually spend time here, get to know companies, find the good SMEs, that's what everyone's excited about and what they will come excited about. It's not easy, but that's where the big opportunity is.
Okay, and in terms of growth drivers for the market specifically to finance SMEs, what do you see like, for example, new crypto projects, I see blockchain projects which trying to connect investors and
I think that when it comes to crypto and ICOs, I think that we're going to see a crisis in this field. And actually, we're probably already seeing it because the first wave was for 95% of the companies that actually managed to raise money were either badly thought out ideas, not very practical, not realistic, and or just complete scams. And right now, most people who invested in that first wave have lost a lot of money. So we're gonna see a crisis there, and it's going to take some time to come out of that. That being said, when you look at the general concept of cryptocurrencies and different ways to market and more online, electronic, more innovative ways of reaching investors and money, I'm a big believer in that. So I think the second wave, or maybe even the third wave of the ICO world will be much more interesting and will absolutely become a very viable way for SMEs to start raising money and to get business. Otherwise, you need to just have a general situation where liquidity picks up in the overall banking system and banks get back into more active lending. That will be a function of maybe some political easing as well as just a sort of market recovery.
okay, thank you. Probably the last question, which advices would you give to founders and chief executives of small and medium businesses who are ready to boost their business development but don't really understand or have clear understanding of what investments are and what investors' money is?
Well, they need to do two things. I mean, number one, they need to be able to get the advice that allows them to understand how private equity or banks or investors understand how they will look at the business when the time comes, and start thinking about structuring it in the right way, presenting it in the right way. And this is not big costly stuff. I think they need to be able to put themselves in the shoes of the financier in 2 years, 3 years time, and start framing the business in that way. Otherwise, then, all SMEs have the challenge of being known because there are lots and lots of SMEs and not all of them win. And so I think that, they need to, when you're still at the SME stage, you don't have the natural attention of, say, the media and investors. Not everyone's going to spend time knowing your company because it's not a good investment of time to learn all SMEs. So they need to be able to figure out how to talk about their businesses in a way that has broader interest. So, for example, if you're an SME, but you're in a really sexy sector that everyone's looking at, you need to be the big commentator on the sector, the person who talks about bigger themes, inputs and machine, the things that are happening in the economy. And if you can position your business in line with the broader themes, you will just get more attention. And not all SMEs are very good at doing that, but those who are manage to move much faster than others.
Thank you, Tom.
My pleasure. Thank you.